Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook Live every Monday at
I think
good.
it's your turn to do that, Doc.
Maybe I'll end it with that, and I'll just everybody will run.
Yeah, oh, seriously. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Are you loving the fact that it's 20-degree wind chill today?
My purple didn't turn out as bright as it's supposed to be with this lighting, but I wanted to put
I
on
have some,
purple.
some green
Yeah,
still going on, so I'm not giving up.
I'm like, I need a happy color because I stuck my nose outside, and I'm like, well, I guess the covers are not coming off the plants.
Oh, I know. Isn't it just amazing? And I was telling everybody on a call today, I've got Canada and Ireland and all kinds of people on that morning call. And they were talking about last week we were in shorts and t-shirts cutting grass in the 70s, and today it is 20 below. I mean 20, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. 20-degree wind
Yeah,
chill, and so freezing. So it's very amazing in Kansas City.
dear, dear goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Last week I got a whole bunch of planting in, and this week I'm like, so we will see.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
how?
Oh my gosh. And but all your plants, everything is good though, because you use those cover things.
Yeah, I use a frost cover on one set of plants because they can take a little bit of the cold, and then the other I've got actually greenhouse plastic that is it's actually warmer.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
so
That is,
yes. They're
yeah,
both
I was
they're
gonna
both
say
yeah,
fingers
I was
crossed, looking at the
yes.
forecast, and it's gonna get better.
Yes. Yeah, they're both Chinese cold weather plants. So they can take the beating, but I really they've gotten so far I don't want to risk.
Oh, no kidding. Well,
So
we are definitely crossing our fingers for all your gorgeous plants because your pictures are magnificent. And I know you reached another milestone actually on all of your videos. This is just honestly, I hope you remember us when you are a celebrity on YouTube, even bigger than
you
you are.
might have to wait about 10 years at the rate I'm going as far as they keep changing their requirements. Yeah. But yes, I hit 150,000 views and I hit 400 videos. So, and my viewership is up. So I've gained probably 20-25 people in the past couple of weeks. So
Wow. That is honestly, congratulations times a
thank you.
million. That is so exciting. And to be a celebrity on YouTube, well, everywhere you are is so fun.
Thank you, Queenie. So are you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I wanted to welcome Superstar Terry and Debbie Dub, Grace Strawn, Amazing Grace, as I call her. It's so fun to have our friends hop on these calls. And I mean that with all my heart because the support of the community is amazing. And every time somebody posts something, everybody goes, oh my gosh, I can do that. Or thank you for sharing. And it's so fun to see the connections continue. So, Doc, this is fun.
And I'm still trying to find them on I'm trying to do the surf on
You
the phone.
actually need to go on my main page instead
Ah,
of Big Queenie. Yeah, just to let you know.
okay. See, that's why, because I'm like, I don't see anybody.
Yeah,
It's just me and you on
well,
reruns.
that's okay too. And replays are always fun, so we're good to go.
Huh.
These
So,
backgrounds are gorgeous, Doc. Thank you again for your incredible pictures. Are these pansies actually real like this year already?
actually, those were from last year. Oh my gosh, Queenie, I see another. You guys are dancing with your pot of gold on your page.
I
Those are
know.
from last year.
Yeah, okay.
So
I
I haven't gotten to my greenhouse yet, but
look at these colors though, seriously. And I love pansies already because it's kind of like spring is here, yay. But your colors are so vibrant and your pictures are so great. I really am loving
well,
this.
and actually these pansies are more of a purple color. The blue came out when I transferred them to Canva. So I lost a little bit and I haven't fooled around with the colors on it. But yeah, they were more of a deep, dark purple.
Okay.
So,
Well, they're
but
gorgeous.
I have a camera. I use a Samsung that I specifically bought for the videos and the pictures. So that's, I really don't need to go out and buy an extra camera because I've got my phone.
Yeah. Well, it's an incredible phone because your photos and your videos, like I say, I stalk you. I hope that's okay.
I don't know. I'm speechless. It's Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not awake yet, Queenie. This cold weather just kind of sets me back. I'm like, what am I gonna do today? I can't go outside. Well, I can, but I really don't feel like freezing. So, but it is Sloppy Joe, National Sloppy Joe Day, Queenie.
Oh
Whoops,
my
wrong
God.
button. I hit the wrong button.
That's
So
okay.
let me just, while I
Love
do that,
we love pushing buttons. You're okay.
there we go. Let me get this back on. Ta-da! So it's National Sloppy Joe Day.
Nice. I love that.
I was going to say you like vegetarian sloppy Joe, don't you?
Yeah, well, actually, if I was gonna actually do such a thing, I would do ground turkey probably if I was gonna do any of that kind of stuff. But the good news is we have done sloppy joes in the past in my household actually, because it's always a fan favorite. So I can understand that, and I bet lots of people love that.
Yes, it's an easy to make, and it's tasty. And like I actually like it better with turkey in it too.
Yeah.
So I can't believe they said that. I'm a big beef person, but so happy sloppy Joe. And then actually it is Supreme Sacrifice, National Day of Supreme Sacrifice. So I had to look that up, which basically means it's honoring the people who laid down their life for our country, and it also honors people that rescuers that came in a time of crisis, rescued people, and their lives were, sacrificed because of their rescuing others. And of course, I think about the 9/11 and the firefighters that went up those stairs, never to be seen again. So it's National Supreme Sacrifice Day. We don't have
Unbelievable.
enough of those,
No,
you
we do
know.
not. And I didn't know about that. So thank you for that times a
I did
million.
not either until I went to the little calendar that we've got, and it looks fantastic that I've got all of these things that I can, look up and talk about. So that's today. Tomorrow is backyard day. Now, oops. Now, if it's going to be, 70s, you'll find me in my backyard. I just don't know about. You gonna be in your backyard tomorrow, Queenie?
Well, if it's gorgeous, I definitely will. I love sitting on the patio. It's beautiful, and the grounds are actually gorgeous, and the subdivision is wonderful, and I love all that stuff. And being outside in the sun lights me up already. And so I've already cut the grass once, and that's kind of my thing because I like to get rid of all the old crud stuff and get like a fresh start. And so that is all. Everything looks great. Now, I will say, Doc, and I imagine from your standpoint, we are needing some rain, right?
I'm sorry, I missed that. You just cut out on me.
We are needing some rain, right?
I won't turn it down. Yes, we could use some rain.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Okay.
grass is green, but we
I
could use
know.
some rain.
I know. And I love green. And there's
I
nothing
I
on
kind
it,
of
which is extra good. Yeah. So yeah, I love that.
So yes, tomorrow's backyard day. It's also poultry day. Shout out. I don't know if Lisa Fredrickson is on, but shout out. She has chickens or any of our chicken fans.
Yeah, she does.
And it's also Let's Laugh. Do you like to laugh, Queenie?
A little bit. Uh-huh. Yeah. I spend most of my day actually doing that. And it's so fun to start your day. And just to let you know, this is kind of a cool thing, FYI. For anyone who hasn't attended a posting party, the third Friday night of every month, Denise Vargas hosts Live Creatively Posting Party. And every Monday morning, I actually do a posting party just because I love them. Friday night, Daryl Wicker was on, okay? And he is one of our debt-free Santa friends. And he's fabulous. And he's also a Kangen water person. And I believe he also does Legal Shield. So he's got a lovely business. And guess what? I had a different Santa on this morning on Monday morning. So I had a Santa Claus. His name is Santa Papa John. He's fabulous. And I also had my leprechaun from Ireland on. And of course, he was decked out in green. So it has been so fun to be able to connect people from across the globe. Daryl lives on the East Coast, one of the Carolinas, I believe, and Patrick lives in Dublin, Ireland, and Papa John lives in Minnesota. So Papa Santa John. And so it's one of those kind of things that you get to meet people from all over the place. And that's why the posting parties have been so fun. And I know on all the different days of Doc, I think that's the coolest thing ever. Because for me, days of is always about connecting.
Yes, it is. I would love to connect with Patrick in Ireland.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. He's fabulous. Yeah.
And then it doesn't surprise me that Papa John from Minnesota, because they probably still have snow up there.
He just says every day is Christmas. So of course, instantly I'm magneted right to him.
Uh, yeah. Since moving to Kansas City, I'm just like, I can't believe we lived through that. But,
Yeah,
you don't know any better if you grew up there and you lived through
that's
it.
right. I know, I know, I
So
know.
Wednesday, here's another interesting, I pulled a lot of interesting stuff for these national days of
Okay.
um Wednesday is SBDC Day. Do you know what that stands for, Queenie?
Small business. I don't know the rest.
Development Center. You were
Okay.
close. Oh my gosh, yeah. They are recognizing all of their centers across the nation, and I guess they have thousands. What they do is they help people entrepreneurs pursue small business opportunities or ownership. So I thought that was kind of cool.
I
And
love that.
that made me think of, we've got here in Kansas City, we have a fantastic foundation that I actually went through one of their programs back, oh, probably 15, 20 years ago when I had my
Was
baking
that
business.
Hellsberg's?
No, it was Kaufman Foundation.
Hoffman. Okay, because Hellsberg
Yep.
does small business too. I love that.
Yeah, they had a course, an entire course that went through Johnson County Community College. I don't know if they do it at any of the other community colleges, but it was fantastic because you started your brand and you designed your brand and went through the marketing piece and went through the whole thing and had to present it at the end. And then your peers would, give critiques and that kind of thing. And it was a great, great experience, a great program. And I do believe it was free. It probably isn't anymore, but
That's
no.
awesome. Small Business Development Center. That is very cool. I love that. And just a shout out to Karen Hagens. I see that she's on the call today. Welcome
Cool.
back from the family trip for
Good
spring
morning,
break.
Miss Karen,
I know, seriously, I'm loving this.
or
Bill,
afternoon.
yeah, I was going to say, I love these national days of, and thanks to Karen with the calendar. So what's next? I can't wait to see the next one.
Well, I had to put this down because I'm just kind of shaking my head. I'm sidetracking, but it does kind of tie in. Um, I have 10 nieces and actually I have 13 nieces and nephews.
Okay.
And all of my siblings we're all like within five years of each other. And
Okay.
when we all got married, it was like boom, 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 like that. And then when we all had kids, it was boom, 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 like that. So now it's our turn as parents. And I've had a nephew and two nieces in the past 3 months get engaged. And today is National Proposal Day. And I thought, yeah, so we're going to be busy with weddings in the fall.
I was going to say your family is taking that one to heart.
Yes, they are. So a happy National Proposal Day for anybody that proposed, I guess.
Yeah.
Thursday is French bread, and that was it. Which always is fascinating, all of these interesting ones, and then you get Friday French bread. Okay. Saturday, or I'm sorry, Thursday is French bread. Friday is Goof Off Day.
I'm not a fan, but that's okay. Fridays are always big for me as far as stuff to do, but okay.
Okay. And then it's also West Virginia became the 35th state in 1863.
Okay.
I've never been to West Virginia. I've heard it's beautiful.
I haven't either. I don't.
That'll be on my travel list.
Yeah.
Saturday, chip and dip and puppies.
Okay.
And my daughter claims that because our dog is older, and my thought is once she goes to the big puppy place in the sky that we're finished. And my daughter's like, no, you'll see a puppy and you'll get another dog. And I'm like, no. Nope, nope, nope.
No, it's a
So
good fit for some people, and that's great. And I appreciate that. But quite frankly, once you've been there, done that for 100 years, it's like I'm a little bit over it. Other people are, no, 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 you got to get another puppy or kitten or whatever you're doing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I definitely get that. Puppies are super cute. I don't do the licky
oh
stuff,
gosh, you can't, yeah, you
but
can't
they are
resist.
definitely darling for sure.
Yeah, and we want to travel, so
Absolutely. And that
and it's
changes
not,
everything. Are you going to
yes.
board them? Are you going to have a house sitter? What does that look like? That's always a little sticky. The chips and dip thing, though, I'm definitely all over that. I always love the fact, anytime I go to a Mexican restaurant with anybody, the friends were doing the chips and dip thing. By the time the entree comes, you're going, I can't eat that. And so I don't know if they do that on purpose or they love the to-go boxes or whatever the deal is, but it's always just say no to chips and dip is all I can say. And so,
It's
yeah,
hard, you can't because the
yeah,
salsa or whatever is so good,
yeah. And
and you
especially
can't
when you
copy
go,
it.
and when you go to a place and they do it like homemade in the place,
And then
The
it's
salsa,
warm.
oh my
Chips are
gosh.
warm.
And yeah, and they have all that cilantro and all that stuff. So
And you're
chips,
hungry.
oh, absolutely. And then of course, I know that people do French onion dip with chips, with potato chips. And that's another
Oh, that's,
biggie. And so, yeah. And so chips and dip day, that might be an interesting day to break a few health rules, shall we say.
yeah, well, we'll see. So that's Saturday. And then Sunday is cheese steak and chocolate covered raisins.
All right. Sunday, I will recover from the chips and dip day because that's neither one of those are happening in my house. So,
I do like chocolate covered raisins
do
because
you
it's the
really? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not a big raisin fan without chocolate on them. So
Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
so are you ready for I've got a quote. I've been doing these quotes lately because I think they're interesting.
Uh-huh.
And I've got it. It's a long one, but it's food for thought.
I love food for thought. Go ahead. It's calorie free.
It's calorie free. There's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. There's no problems, only solutions.
Wow.
Quite a quite a hit, and it makes you stop and think. But
It
I
really
always I
does.
always say in any of my trainings, failure is not getting out.
Mhm. Yeah. The quit part for me, and that doesn't mean retire something.
Mm-mm.
And Jan Matthew, we're glad to have you on the call today. It's always fun to see friends pop on. Um,
Yes.
one of those things from a standpoint of even if you quit something, there's seasons for everything, Doc, and being almost in springtime, like officially, it's so cool. I don't mind the seasons. Like I started to this and I quit, and I started to that and I quit. To me, that's not failure. I tried something, or I did something. Whatever that looks like is okay, and it's a season. And so I don't ever have a problem with the season part, and I don't consider those failures. If I hadn't this, I wouldn't have been ready for that, and all of those
Right.
things. I don't consider those failures. You never talk about fail in your trainings, I have seen, because even when somebody tries a garden and or it didn't work, the answer is plant something new or fix something this or change the season, or there's always something to evolve in your business. So I've never heard you even do the fail thing.
No, no, I don't subscribe to failure. And even when I was in my naturopathy business, it's everybody is different. Everybody responds differently, and you can apply that across the board to anything and everything. And that's, the gardening. Yeah. So, yeah. So I thought that was a pretty cool quote.
I love that a lot. And I really do. I think the quotes are awesome, and the encouragement piece is big. I've got several job seekers actually in my network at this time, and they are, I don't know if frustrated is a correct word, but running out of resources for locations to go to search, shall we say. And so I always think in terms of, I don't feel that we're in charge of that piece of the navigation. Certainly put yourself out there and certainly take a look at the people that you know. And just like with two of them I spoke with actually earlier today, I always said, it really isn't what you know. I'm qualified to this, and this, and you can puff up all you want. But for me, it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know. And you know someone who is looking for, no, but I've got an HR person that might be great for you. And that person's in my network. In fact, one of my HR folks in my network just got promoted, and she blasted that out on social media. And she's so excited because even in her HR position, there's always room for growth and navigation. And I love the social media piece so we can keep track of each other.
Yeah, and like and I agree with the we're not in charge, but we still have to move forward. We still have to take the steps on the journey that we're on. And there's always in times of job loss or negativity or whatever, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. So that's pretty cool that
Yeah,
you
I
can see
do.
people. So are we doing our word or are we doing our other wheel?
Well, I added some more. We had some friends pop in different messages, and I appreciate that very much. If you'd like to see a word on the wheel, please let us know, and I will add it to it. And so we had some text messages and messenger things. So we do have a few new words added on here. Let's see what that looks like. Oh my gosh, this is a good one for today. All
Ooh,
right, the
courage.
courage part. Yeah. The courage part is definitely a biggie. And what do you think about courage, Doc?
You know, um, I'm somebody that, I try not to plug into anything that's, if it's scary, I don't think about it. I don't know if that's the opposite kind of courage, or it ties into courage. I don't know what to do with that, because I don't, as you know, I don't stop. Nothing stops me, other than if I throw out my back. But and we don't want that to happen.
No, no, no.
I-
Uh-uh.
You know, um, I can put that in the context of, if everybody is against you, can you still stand? I would hope that I would not be in that situation, but take the faith piece. Um, we are supposed to stand. We are supposed to share our faith regardless of what's going on around us. And maybe that's correct. And it may be the situation, maybe in some situations that would have to be courageous. But that's like, whose are we? We're not our own. We're followers of Jesus. We're God's kids. So he can help us. I can do all things through Christ. He can give us the courage. What is your thoughts on that?
Courage for me is always about what scares you. And most of the time in my relationship pieces, I hear people say, "Oh my gosh, I could never do that," or "I could never this," or whatever. And I always, when I'm doing public speaking gigs or trainings or whatever I am doing at the time, you never know, actually. I always think in terms of, you guys, come on, I set the bar nice and low, so of course you can do this. But the rest of the story is, I've had people say, like, you get off of a stage and they're like, how you don't seem to be the least bit afraid of public speaking or whatever that is. And my message for the courage piece is always, if you don't stretch, let's go there, like that for me would be stagnation, and I don't choose to do that. But if you don't stretch, I'm uncomfortable public speaking, which means if I say that out loud, I'm now going to, by golly, conquer that. And so the public speaking piece for me, if there's one, there's 200 people. Okay. Let's just say a smaller group, 200 people. And all of a sudden there's only one person out there that needs your message. Okay. So it's not like you're in a crowd of thousands or in a big arena or anything like that. No, just a smaller group. One person out there needs your message. Then you're only speaking to one. And so that takes the fear away for me, and the courage to speak, the courage to try a new business, the courage to train someone, the courage to, well, even reach out on social media and start a Doc and Queenie community. What does that mean? And so all of a sudden the piece,
Crazy.
seriously, but the pieces fell together, which means now we're able to guest live our community. I love that, because now we can promote other businesses, other people, and certainly the encouragement piece. So for me, the courage part is just do it. Step out in faith, definitely try something new, for heaven's sakes. But I always think in terms of relationships, and many times the speaking part, as far as being in public, being online. I'm never going to have a YouTube channel. I'm not doing that. And I always say, tell me about that. And so they're like, well, I this and I that in my videos and something and blah, blah, blah. And I said, do you know how to push the button to get on this call? Well, heck yeah. Then you know how to push the button to make a YouTube video. And even if you only do a 2-minute snippet and you post that on your LinkedIn featured section, you now have a carrot to dangle to get people to your YouTube channel. And so now you've got a message out there that people want to hear. Look what you've done with YouTube, Doc. And you've got hundreds, my gosh, over 100,000, 150,000 now, right? Viewers already. You've got that many viewers already on your channel that didn't know you before and wouldn't have known about what you do. Courage to just go, I think I'm going to do that. Maybe one person needs your message. In your case, 150,000 needs your message. And now you've been able to help one more person. That just rocks my world. So courage kind of lights me up. I think of the cowardly lion, if you will. And I just need courage. And I'm like, what keeps you from whatever it is? And if you need someone to do that extra push, of course, for me, always thank you, God, for all of my challenges, and I did it anyway, kind of thing. But I think in terms of the courage part, by golly, I'm going to conquer this. and push buttons on Zoom, figure out alignable, go ahead and do YouTube channel. How do I customize my something? Where's my this? Whatever that looks like, I'm loving the button pushing piece because for me that's courageous. I'm going to step out and do a live video and see what happens. Okay, push a button, who cares? And so the good news is, as I said, in this community, I think we've got a lot of courageous folks, including our Fab Five.
Yes, we do. They're very courageous, especially when they're dancing a jig. But
I know.
uh, yeah, and it kind of ties into like what you're saying with what we speak sometimes tears us down, and it ties into that quote. You pull out the there's no losing. So are you saying you're a loser? I'm a failure. I've got problems. Or are you the opposite? I'm learning. I'm taking advantage of an opportunity. I'm finding solutions. Failure or courageous? Go beyond. Are you an introvert? You have to be extrovert to get the word out. Are you an extrovert? I don't know what to do with that because I'm an extrovert. I guess keep going.
Isn't it cool
Um,
how the word that we chose, that the wheel chose, and your quote are so similar? I love that part.
yes. So that's a really powerful word. Thank you for sharing that.
I love that. Well, that's why I say keep the words coming in. Just send us a text, put it on there, and we will definitely get it on the topic. I mean, on the word.
And it might be a time for some guest lives, some because you can come on after a 6 month wait, and we'd love to support you. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's cool right off the bat and talk about courage. Anybody that would get on Doc and Queenie Guest Live is courageous. Woohoo! All right, what is
Oh,
this going to be? Instagram
Instagram
or branding? There you go.
branding. There we go. I thought we were going to talk about Instagram. That's okay.
I know, seriously. I love that part. So branding. This is a big, big, big step for a lot of folks. What do you think about branding, Doc?
I love branding. I do. It's fun. It's fun to watch other people brand. It's fun to do my own brand. Branding can be, of course, I'm in gardening, so I can do lots of different things with my brand, but branding to me is keeping that consistency on no matter what platform you are on. Branding can be like Doc and Queenie, our colors are purple. So I try to, of course, the pansies look blue, but I try to keep purple, wear purple, do purple. That's a brand. The Doc and Queenie with the crown is a brand. The mugs are a brand. This is not, yeah, I've got a different, but it still says Doc and Queenie. Um, yeah. Uh, Kathy Weaver KC, Miracles with Water. That's a brand. I mean, it's who you are.
Absolutely. I had someone ask me, when is the last time you changed your logo? And I said, that's not going to happen. And they said, well, you need to update, and you need to freshen, you need to this, and you need to that. And I appreciate the fact that you know what I need. Thank you. But the rest of the story is I showed them my logo and I said, and I remember the exact instant, I know exactly where I went for the logo. And you got 9 chances. They send you tell them what you want, and they send you back 9 choices, and you pick one, or you still have to pay and you don't get anything. So who cares? And so I said, here's the deal. I want a water drop. I want the ripple effect. I want purple, green, and white. I want the majesty thing, and I want Jesus Christ in the center of my water drop. And then I want miracles with water, fabulous print on the side of it, and purple. And so the first few OMG would come back, and I'm like, pumpkin,
You're not even close.
what did you miss? And so I do my thing again, and the ripple effect and the purple, green, white, and that whole drill. And I am so grateful because literally it was the 9th one. And he sends back this logo piece template. And I went, ding, ding, ding. You got it. Now I can't improve on perfection. I paid him, obviously. And I've had that since 2008. I wouldn't change my Miracles with Water logo for anything. And then my See Kathy crown thing for that Kathy Weaver KC, I had that created, and I love it also because it even ties into the Queenie thing. And so when you put the little crown on all the Queenie logos that you do on your Canva, God, you're creative. That whole thing is kind of a theme. I'm not changing that either. So there, if you have a brand that needs an update, for heaven's sakes, contact someone who knows how to do that. But I am so thrilled with mine. I really would not change Miracles with Water. Jesus Christ gets credit for my success journey. And the C Crown thing is kind of the whole KathyWeaverKC.com. It just all ties in. Now, Doc, when you made your KGE, I've seen that you've done there. I was just going to show that. That is the coolest thing for your KGE because your plant, it's right there and you never have to guess. It's Kitchen Garden Expert. And you never have to guess because you've been so consistent with your branding. We even had a picture of, I actually put it on the community section of my YouTube channel. When you and I got to meet in person last year, I had my Miracles with Water bag. I've got a tote bag that I've had forever. I love it. I remember the girl when she made it for me and she did the water and the whole thing. And I love it. And I still carry it. You had your KGE backpack. And
That's
that
awesome.
was, yeah. And literally, you don't have to guess what we do. I've got my Miracles with Water shirt, logo, sweatshirt, all that stuff. So your brand is your deal.
Oop.
And I seriously do. I love that. There you go. That one. And so
Uh,
that's not the KG, that's not
that's
the,
not the bag. Yeah,
yeah,
I was
but
thinking that was the bag.
it's so cool when you've got a brand that you love. So if you have one and you love it, certainly stick to it. But if you've got one that needs an update, and like I say, who's ever going to change this?
Right.
I mean, it can't be any better. The water drop, the purple, the green. I mean, who's ever going to change Miracles with Water? It just seriously works, and I love it. And your cake,
I did change my brand slightly. This actually is an older one. I moved the plant down to be behind the, but I kept, the colors, and of course I changed the yellow dye, and I'm like, oh, yellow dyeing flower, that's not what I want, or yellow dyeing plant.
let's not do a dead flower if we talk to Kitchen Garden Expert. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, people can identify you then, I mean,
$1,000,000%.
I mean, how many brands that we just see? I actually did a survey a couple of days ago on different brands from different, like, national brands. And I didn't even have to look at the name of the company because I knew, we are
Absolutely.
a very visual culture. Um, but yeah, it says a lot. There's trust in a brand. There's obviously the product or service they're selling in that brand, whether or not it's spelled out, so.
And even when you hear the jingle, I don't have a jingle for Miracles with Water, so don't ask. But
You're not gonna sing?
no. But that's the brand and the logo and the jingle and all the things come together. The branding piece is a very big deal for your business. Hire a professional, definitely. I go to YouTube for stuff. Where do I find a branding person or what's important about branding? I want to get their take on it before I do hire a professional. But in 2008, when Miracles with Water was born, it was like, I've got to get a cool logo because I was sponsoring a lot of events and I wanted the logo all over the place for some of these different gigs. And it's just, like I say, how could I possibly change that? It is exactly what I asked for, exactly what I want. And to have Jesus Christ get the credit for my success journey has been amazing.
Well, and then that branding transfers to your website. I mean, that's the
Absolutely.
other piece.
Yes.
You carry
Mhm.
those colors through your website.
Yep.
And like you said, whether it's a sign, a bag, a this, or that. Yeah. So, it's multi-purpose.
It
So,
definitely is for sure. I love it, love it, love it. Branding is a
so
great word. And like I say, reach out to Doc because she's a great brander and you have done so fantastic. And like I say, your Doc and Queenie logo, the different cards that Karen Higgins has created for us over the years. In fact, I keep it right here on my desk because I love it so much. This one has been one of my faves when she made Doc and Queenie Day.
yep. Talking
And
Queenie.
needless
Yep.
to say, that one is coming up soon. And the branding again, succession is my word for last year. And I, of course, love that. And so Fab Five with our little bunnies, that was
I've
fun.
got our bunnies up on my shelf.
Ton. I know. And it's the branding that has been so fun. And Doc and Queenie, can you imagine, Doc, that it is 4 years coming up?
Crazy. Well, and as we're talking about all this stuff, the card that she gave me on the back, she put a quote from Oliver Wendell Holmes. The great thing in this world is not so much where we are, but in what direction we are moving.
Yeah,
That's
I got that
cool.
too. I know.
Yep.
Because this is my
So,
current one for my word. And of course, it's always yet. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't know how to do this. I can't something. You're too good. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, yet. What? please just add yet to whatever that can't stuff is. Yet. And so that's why that's my word for this year. And it's worked out great, as a matter of fact, from the folks I've been able to be with in those last couple months. So it's been
It's
fun.
not warm yet.
Yeah. It's not spring yet.
Yet. Yeah, when is spring? I should have looked that up. It's coming up here soon.
Yeah, well, it has to be tomorrow or Wednesday, as a matter of fact. So I know it's the 19th of March or the 20th of March, whatever that looks like. But like I say, shorts and t-shirt last week, cutting grass, 70 degrees, and here we are again.
So guess what?
I'm telling you,
Out of time.
we're finished branding for today, right?
We're finished. Our brand is finished for today. So thank you everyone for joining us, whether live or on the replay. We are here every Monday at high noon.
Wow, look at you being
That
super
hurts.
fun.
Yes.
I know.
So we hope you have a fantastic day and catch us right back here next Monday at
High noon.
check out kathyweaverkc.com and kitchengardenexpert.com. Until then, take care. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.